Just moments ago, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu arrived at the kosher supermarket attacked by one of the terrorists in Paris. Secretary of State John Kerry said this morning he will go to France later this week. That announcement follows heavy criticism of President Obama for skipping Sunday's rally in Paris. No senior U.S. figures were there. Bill Plante is at the White House, where officials say there were good reasons for that. Bill, good morning.
Well, good morning. The planning for the rally began on Friday, we understand, and there were apparently no formal invitations. And the White House reaction was that the president's security would have significantly interfered with the crowd of million or more who were expected to attend. But the absence of any U.S. leader now has the White House on the defensive. Leaders from some of America's strongest allies were among the more than 40 heads of state marching in solidarity with French President Francois Hollande Sunday. The group included German Chancellor Angela Merkel and British Prime Minister David Cameron. Even Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu were there. But not President Obama, Vice President Biden, or any other high-ranking official representing the United States, including Attorney General Eric Holder, who was in Paris for counterterrorism meetings. And no one from the administration showed up at a rally attended by thousands in Washington, D.C., just over a mile from the White House. President Obama called French President Hollande, but has had little public reaction to the attacks.
I want the people of France to know that the United States stands with you today, stands with you tomorrow.
He mentioned them briefly on Friday while announcing his free community college plan in Tennessee, but not in his weekly video address. On Thursday, he visited the French embassy to sign a book of condolences. The president has been criticized before for appearing insensitive to global crises. While on vacation in Martha's Vineyard in August, he played golf shortly after condemning the beheading of journalist James Foley. There was one U.S. official present at the rally in Paris, Ambassador to France Jane Hartley. And the White House announced on Sunday that the president will hold a summit next month on ways to counter violent extremism like the attacks in France. Charlie?
Bill, thanks.